Hello, my dear students. Once again, I welcome you all for the Bridge Course class. In the last class, we were discussing about the different periods in history, the ancient time period, the medieval, and the Renaissance period. Mainly, here talking about the medieval India and the Renaissance period of history. Why did I mention here Renaissance? Because in the third period, early modern time period, what we have witnessed in the Indian history, the arrival of Europeans to India. The first chapter, what we do have in English, social science, the advent of Europeans to India. All the Europeans. Here, mainly Portuguese, Dutch, English, and the French. Here we have to remember some of the famous battle of the early modern period. In 10th standard, we are going to learn about some of the battles. Battle of Plassey, Battle of Buxar, between whom it was fought, mainly the Indian rulers and the English, and at the same time, at the end, how did the British, they had their strong foothold on the Indian soil. So what we have witnessed so far, they had their colonialism, they had their trade contact with India. From here we can see, as the battle started, they did defeat many of the Indian rulers. They had their power on that particular territories, and they started to have the extension of the British rule in India. So very sad condition. Mainly what we have to see here, the Indian rulers, there was no unity among the Indian rulers. So after that, as we all know that, they started to defeat many of the other Indian rulers, and they were trying to expand their territories. These are all the things which happened from early modern time period till the later modern time period till 1850. What we do see, as we all know that one of the significant, the revolt of 1857. Children, I hope you do have the knowledge regarding this. It was called by the Britishers at the Sepoy Mutiny, because it started in the military, or we can say that a Sepoy called Mangal Pandey, who killed an British officer, who killed a British officer. So it started in the military, or we can say that army. But Indian historians, we do call this as the first war of Indian independence. It's the foundation war for all the other freedom struggles, or whatever the events which happen later. These are all, we can say that how the people, we did suffer. The Indian ruler, we have to blame here the Indian rulers. At the same time, here we are going to study in 10th standard the freedom movement. Whatever the movement which were led by the Indian freedom fighters, and at the same time, how did we retaliated, or we had our fight with the British to gain independence. At the end, August 15, 1947, India became independent. But children, do you know that? What was that very unfortunate thing which happened during that time? The partition. India and Pakistan, emergence of India and Pakistan, two independent nation, partition. Till today, we do suffer because of that. That also we are going to study about the relationship, and at the same time the freedom movement we are going to study in history 10th standard, and what and all the important movements which were taken place during that time, who were the leaders involved in that. and how did with so much of struggle, pain, our leaders, all the people, so many innocent people died, we had achieved our independence. Very happiest thing, very happy, but very unfortunate thing, the creation of two nations, two India and Pakistan. That is a very unfortunate thing. Yes. So after that, as we have studied the modern time period till 1850, as I told you, till present, 1947 attained independence. When the Britishers left us, India was an underdeveloped nation, a poor nation, nothing left. They have gobbled up everything. They have taken everything from India. We had nothing here. India was the underdeveloped, poor nation. So after that, the 5-year plans were introduced by the first Prime Minister, Jawaharlal Nehru. So many development measures, the stringent measures had been taken up to uplift the economy for the welfare of the people. So many problems during that time. Many of the Pakistan, in the sense, from Pakistan again, the refugees, they were trying to settle in India. We have to provide all the facilities to the refugees also. So a lot of problems after that. And one of the important, the landmark, what we do find, the Constitution was framed. Children, can you tell me when was the Constitution came into force? I hope you have the answers in your mind. 26 January 1950. What is the importance of Republic Day? The day the Constitution came into existence. And the great personalities, the eminent people were there in the Indian Constituent Assembly. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, architect of the Indian Constitution, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, and the framing of the Constitution, it was an easy task. So, what do you mean by Constitution? Is the guiding principles, is the written document guiding to giving the guidance to the representative or our ministers how to rule the nations, what and all the things that they have to imbibe and they have to keep in mind. It's not their will and wish, as they have to rule it according to the constitutions. Children, I hope you do have in your mind the preamble of the Indian Constitution. So beautifully it has been written, we the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India, to make India a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic, and to secure to all its citizens justice, liberty, equality, fraternity. So, in the Constitution, the preamble, so beautifully the word socialist, as we all know that in the society all should be equal, and at the same time socialist and secular. Secular, all the people belong to different religions should be treated equally. So all these things have been written in the preamble of the Indian Constitution. In the next classes, let's discuss some of the other basic concepts from the other branches of social science. Thank you, children, and I request you all to write down the important points in your social science notes book.